conventions.
Yeah. You know, when you're a kid and like, the world was much more scarier 100,000 years ago than it is now. I mean, obviously now there are people around everywhere. 100,000 years ago, maybe a few million if you're lucky. You know, there was probably just a few 100,000 as far as I know. But, you know, thunder strikes. You know, you hear thunder and then lightning and you think, well, something's not happy here. Someone or something's not happy here, you know, might as well, you know, who did something to make this thing unhappy? And it's like, well, you know, and then it just, and then it grew from there, you know, and then people started, like, tribal leaders started using this as a means to gain control. And then, you know, like, for example, what does this God need money for? He wants teeths, or T-I-T-H-E, teeths, you know what I mean, like teeths, or
I'm not sure what you mean.
Tithes, that's it, that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, he wants tithes. Why would a God want money or tithes or build me an altar to live in? Like, really? You want somewhere to rest your head? I mean, the cloud hasn't got enough for you. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the cloud would be a pretty awesome pillow. The first intention was to understand what was happening. It's like, that's why even Native Americans thought of many spirits.
Yep.
You know, like, even Egyptians thought a crocodile has a spirit.
Or a sun god and a rain god and things.
Yeah, sun god, rain god, crocodile god, the Nile god. Just the way of explaining things, you know, just to say, hey, there's something that's in the process, like something controlling that little tiny thing. And as we get to modern science, we find out there actually is, you know. The world is comprised of billions of a complete googleplex of just dots. But yeah, and they went from that explanation of, hey, it could just be a spirit, to, hey, we need to control people. Well, it wasn't just like control, it was more like, you know, you've got a bunch of people, you want them to be happy, you want them to be well fed, you want them to be healthy. You know, that's probably more the second set of commandments was, you know, I definitely, one of them pictures out of my mind is, don't boil a calf in its mother's milk. I'm thinking, okay, that's, might seem insignificant, but I'm pretty sure that's something to do with health-wise, you know. If you're a bunch of nomads living out in the desert, I'm pretty sure milk will go really bad really quickly, especially in the heat. And if you're going to boil a calf in its mother's milk, and you're living in the desert, not a good idea. Like, for example, circumcision. I mean, I'm pretty sure, as far as I've been circumcised myself, I've looked at the medical stuff, and apparently it is healthier to be circumcised.
Yeah, but in the olden days, maybe when there was less sanitation, you know,
especially in the olden
not
days.
in the current days, but in the olden, like hundreds of years ago, when people didn't have baths every day.
Nowadays, it's really insignificant, but back then, yeah, it was.
The purpose of circumcision was to identify the Jews who were in exile. That's when it was introduced. They backdated it to Abraham.
So it had nothing to do with health reasons. I'm pretty sure it was health, but then it was used as a show us your dick to see if you really do.
And that was about 500, 600 BC. Whoops, before current era. They backdated it in the Bible. They put it